Hello. Do you have a familiar? I have several familiars. This is one of them. This is Holly. Holly really likes to be very close to me whenever I hold him. So that is why he looks like he's basically a part of my robe. He likes to try to become one. I wanted to talk a little bit about having familiars, and um, I'm not sure. I guess just kind of the responsibility that you have whenever you have familiars. So, um, first of all, what I mean whenever I say familiars is I mean animal familiars. There are a lot of different meanings to the word familiar in magic. There's a lot of spirit familiars that are not really um, like in any way associated with physical entities. There are some types of familiars where you have a spirit familiar that also like goes and inhabits an animal, and then the animal starts acting like the spirit familiar and is changed. So that's kind of like the animals. um I don't like saying being possessed by. It's more like the animals like being channeled. Well, there he goes. So the big thing with familiars is they kind of just go where they want. If they're animals, they have their own life just like you do, and they need to go do things. They need to go do animal things. Um, I've seen a lot of different opinions stated on just how you train animal familiars and what's normal with them, and I think that you really have to just let the animal familiar tell you that and teach you that. Like they know what it is that they need, and they will make their needs known very clearly if you just so much as halfway listen. So I think one of the most important things to realize when it comes to animal familiars is that they're incredibly intelligent, perceptive, and active. They have their own lives. It's truly like living with another person. Um, they're they have kind of their own agenda. They can remember things. They keep track of things. They keep track of you. Um, I can't really speak for every familiar out there and what it is that they do, but when it comes to my familiars, they're often um, either watching over me or they're helping me in some way. Often they calm me down like an emotional support animal would. They're often very perceptive of my mood, my emotional and physical state. Sometimes they're looking out to see if there's anybody coming towards the house. They're very perceptive of both visitors and just any kind of activity around the house. And they find things. Sometimes I've found things because they actually batted it out from under the couch to where I could find it afterward. There have been many times where that's happened. Then they take a lot of pride in that. It's not that they were playing around with something and just happened to leave it there. They really do want to be appreciated for their skills and their help that they offer in the house. I try to make a big deal about it and like applaud them for it, uh, and just let them know that I really appreciate what it is that they do. So really just allow for your familiars to surprise you, um, because they'll impress you. They won't just surprise you; they will really impress you. There's no telling what it is that they will do, and what is it they'll do next. So uh, I think it's really important to remember that they have an attention span, and because they're very intelligent, they kind of need things to pay attention to. So if you have trouble with your familiar, like getting into things too much, acting out too much, or something like that, it might just be that they're actually kind of bored and they need something more to occupy their attention. So when it comes to my familiars, there's several cats here to keep each other company. So it's more a matter of just making sure that they all have something to occupy themselves with, because they're not always going to beat each other up. Making sure that they can exercise themselves, paying attention to their physical bodies, making sure that they're just well taken care of, and that they're happy and healthy in the bodies that they have, and just it's really important to listen to them. It's really important to listen to them and to notice them, because they always have things to communicate, but it's always in their own language that they speak, and no one else seems to. Pay attention to them. They're special. They're precious, and they're only with you for so long, and they are truly a gift while they're here. So cherish everything that they bring into the equation, and cherish them. And with that, have a nice day. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, share any kind of experiences or thoughts that you've had with your animal familiars, and cheers.